Hi darlings, welcome to a new video here on Be My Bride. Sophie and I are all dressed up in our glam, festive, sparkly numbers, Savoy glamour. We are going to a Christmas bridal event at the Savoy tonight, hence the jazzy get-up. But we are having to refilm the intro for our video with Carla from Windsor Eton Brides because, long story short, technical glitch. Our big camera, which we originally were looking at to film the intro, decided to corrupt and we lost all the footage. Luckily, we were doing a very jazzy two-camera thing, so we do still have footage, luckily, from our chat with Carla. But it's just going to be a bit strange because we may not be looking at you the whole time, so we wanted to apologise in advance. But I'll let Sophie explain what the video is all about, because it's so lovely.
Yeah, so it's a really nice video that we filmed a couple of weeks ago, and it was with Carla from Windsor Eton Brides. So she's the owner of Windsor Eton Brides, which is where I got my wedding dress from, and she is like well, I've never known somebody more perfect for their job. She just knows everything there is to know about wedding dresses and is able to share loads of really good advice and tips for how to choose a wedding dress.
Yeah, she was so great to talk to.
She was.
So passionate. If there are any Windsor Eton Brides watching, then you will probably know for sure how fabulous Carla is. But we really hope you enjoy the video, and without further ado, let's cut to our chat with Carla. Hope you enjoy. Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video on the Be My Bride YouTube channel. We're here in our favourite wedding dress shop, Windsor Eton Brides, and we are very kindly joined with Carla, who is the boutique owner. And so, why don't you explain why this store is very, very special?
Okay, so this is this is the store where I got my dress, and it was actually Carla who chose my dress for me. I came into the shop with an idea of what I want, which I think every bride does. They have a picture of the dress that they think they want, and Carla said, don't rule out any styles, try everything on. So I kept looking for my lace fishtail, and that's all I could look at. And Carla said, oh, I'm going to try you a few different ones, and you actually picked out the dress that I ended up choosing, and then it was the first dress I tried on, and I was like, wow, this dress is just me. And then I tried on the lace fishtail, and it didn't really do anything for me. So yeah, Carla chose my dress for me.
So I guess the first thing that we should ask you is how brides should prepare before they come into wedding dress appointments.
Okay, so what I normally suggest is when you come in on the day, if at all possible, bring some shoes that are comfortable. It always helps. I mean, we have shoes here, but often if a girl feels comfortable in the sort of shoe that she would wear, instantly you walk better.
Yeah,
your posture's better. Nude seamless underwear is always great. To be honest, in a lot of the styles at the moment, you probably lose your bra anyway because of the nature of the way the dresses are cut, particularly if you're going for a skin tight fishtail or something with the low deep V, the plunging neckline at the moment. And just to have a look at different styles online, but to be honest, a bit like you, Sophie, when you came in, you had an idea of what you wanted. 90% of people change their mind.
So how long before the wedding do you think a girl should go into the store and start looking at wedding dresses?
I do think it depends on the person. Some people are ultra organised, want to get it done immediately, but in all honesty I think a year is plenty of time. I mean, even less than that. We normally ask, certainly in this shop, to order about 5-6 months before is
so sort of 5-6 months would be the latest.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe, I mean, Pronovias, who are brilliant, they can do it a lot quicker, but generally it works that sort of way.
Yeah.
But a year is sufficient, because the honest answer is if you come too much in advance, some of the dresses are discontinued by the time you might come round to buy it. It does feel a bit like that. So in all honesty, about a year.
Okay. Do you ever have instances where a bride actually changes her mind after she's within the process?
Yes, not often, luckily. I think the thing is, my philosophy has always been to try something on and see how you feel about it. I hate the idea, actually, that somebody tries something on for the first time and then that's it, it's done. It can happen with the odd girl who just knows what she wants, this was her vision, and we've met it. That's fine, but in all honesty, I prefer people to digest it, have a think about it, you know, because you need to picture yourself in this gown on your wedding day? Is this the look that you want preserved in photos and videos for the rest of your life? So for me, I like to give people a bit of time to decide.
So are there any styles of dresses that you think certain body shapes should avoid? I remember when I was looking at dresses, you said because I'm quite small that a drop waist just didn't really work for me.
Well, I think the thing is with you, because you're quite petite, when you put a drop waist on, it just elongated the whole of your torso. And it made your legs look really short. And I think the thing is, it's all about being flattering, emphasising the things that people want to show, and maybe potentially covering bits that we're more, you know, that girls are negative about. Certainly, always the bits at the arm. It always has, every single time that we get, I don't want to show these little bits here under your arm. But of course you can't lift your arm without having that bit of skin there, but people don't want to emphasise it, for example. So you might, you know, I would always ask the question, are there things that you know, that you want to avoid showing or what have you, or girls that really desperately want sleeves because they don't like their arms or what have you. So we would always sort of tailor it to that. But in terms of shape, I think, I mean, it really comes down to confidence. If you want to wear something, you should be able to wear it. But naturally, girls with a bigger lower half might tend to go towards a more A-line gown, nip it in at the waist, show their smallest part, and skim the bits that potentially they might not like so much about themselves. But really, it's a personal choice. You know, we will always tailor it to whatever a girl wants.
If someone comes in and they say, oh, actually I've got a scar on my chest, or I really want to hide my back, are you able to tailor a wedding dress, like by adding in a lace layer? Are they quite flexible in that way, or do you just choose a different dress?
No, absolutely. You can tailor anything, actually. I mean, essentially, the gown itself is just the start. You always build on top of it to create the bridal picture, what the bride wants to see in looking in the mirror on her day. You know, if there are little minor tweaks, or for example, if a dress comes in with a neckline that they're just not quite sure about, you can change that. Anything can be changed, really, as long as structurally it still stays up as such. It's very easy to add a little bit of lace or take a bit away, or anything like that can be done. So yeah, we do a lot of that. Probably 80% of dresses are altered to just make it personalised to the bride's choice.
Oh, I added my buttons onto my
dress.
I know that didn't change the structure of the dress, it's just a detail that I wanted.
It is a detail, and I think it's as simple as that. It's just minor details that can mean everything, actually.
For me, I know it was a very small thing, but it made my dress personal to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was different.
So when a bride comes in and they try on lots of dresses, do they always know which is the one, or how can you tell if a dress is the absolute perfect one?
Well, I think most girls can't stop smiling. I think that's the first thing. And they stop doing little things like stroking it. Like, often if a girl is trying on a dress that they might feel is just a little bit too big in terms of style, often in the skirt, they start to stroke.
Down,
they do.
Getting a bit conscious.
Yeah, they do. It's all about patting it. But the minute a girl puts on something she really, really likes, her whole posture changes. Shoulders are back, you start smiling. And you can't really stop smiling. Sometimes it's a bit of a shock as well, because they don't expect it. Almost like yourself, you know, you expected to want a fishtail, and you came out with a classic.
I really didn't expect the first dress I tried on to be the one, so I remember looking at it thinking, wow, this looks really good. Yeah. Once the bride has found her dress and it's all been ordered, what do you do next? What's the next step?
Well, we get the dress ordered, and
you said that's 6 months in advance.
Well, maximum really. I mean, you know, we tend to give ourselves time, just God forbid there be any problems, but to be honest, they're so rare. These little things, you know, happen here and there, but generally 6 months is always great for us, because it just gives us a lot of time. And then normally what happens is the dress comes in, and we here suggesting a check fit appointment to check that the dress fits correctly, it's in the sizing is good, etc., and an accessories appointment. So that's when we would do your veils, headpieces, look at combs. You know, if you have shoes you want to try, or your granny has given you some beautiful pearls to try, all of those things we would do then. and then booking your fittings. And we still do fittings here. We have a lady that comes on a Thursday, and then it's quite a nice journey actually, from when the dress comes in to when we press it and it's all ready for you to collect the day before or 2 days before, whatever you want.
And then when I came and collected my dress, it was all like, it was hung up.
Yeah.
One last time we could see for it.
Hanging up, and the veil hanging, and all your accessories.
I didn't try on my dress the final time, after my final fitting I didn't come back. Because I always didn't want to try it on when it was perfect.
When it was
I wanted the first time I tried it on when it was perfect to be my wedding day.
Oh my goodness,
I mean,
it's risky.
Well, it's because when I came for the fitting before, we'd talked about what we were doing and it was tacked in place.
Okay.
So I knew the sizing was right. It was just, it was tacked rather than neatly sewn. So I knew there wasn't going to be that much that was going to change, but I just wanted the final time I saw it and it was all perfect for it to be.
I mean, you could, if you'd wanted to, of course.
Yeah, of course I could.
But I think there is something quite magical
Yeah.
about seeing your dress just hanging. It's all been pressed ready, and then the veil sitting over it. It's really lovely when you collect.
And our final question was your thoughts on the royal wedding dresses.
Oh.
We had a few this year.
Yeah, we have.
Which one's been your favourite?
Well, I loved Meghan's veil. I loved her veil. I thought it was beautiful and elegant. I liked the concept of her wedding dress, but I didn't think it was fitted enough for me personally.
Yeah,
I would have liked seen it more fitted. I loved the neckline of Eugenie's dress. I thought that was really lovely. A little big for me, I must say, but yeah, I love the idea behind it. I love the different jacquard print and all of that. Really different, very, very forward thinking. A little bit big for me personally, but of all of them, I mean, my favourite will always be Kate's. I just loved it.
Kate's
I just thought hers was the most beautiful dress and classic, but it just really suited her. It was just her all over. So of the three, that was my favourite. Yeah, Kate wins.
I think Kate's is still my favourite as well.
I agree.
I think so.
Do you still love Diana's though? Very retro.
Do you know-
very retro.
Do you know, the thing is the most talked about gown ever.
Yeah.
Whether you loved it or you hated it,
Yeah.
it's still the most talked about gown.
For sure.
Yeah.
Everything will always be compared to that.
Yeah, I think so. And you know, there was something really beautiful about it back in the day. I know.
Didn't Diana's dress change wedding dresses?
That's what they say. It changed
Going
it. It changed fashion.
Changed fashion.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
amazing to think of a dress and
One
actually change
person's
fashion.
And still the most talked about. Whether you loved it or hated it. But yeah, it was. It was forward thinking.
So incredible. Well, thank you so much for allowing us to come and chat with you. And I'll leave the information about Windsor and Eton Brides down below the video. And if anyone's got any more questions, then we can
Absolutely.
send
Give
them
us
over
a
to
call.
you.
That'd be lovely.
And it's been a pleasure to talk to
Yeah,
you.
thanks very much, girls.
Thank you.
Thank you.